One of the greatest self-sabotaging syndrome I've seen on earth is a self-inflicted near success syndrome. Sometimes the near success syndrome is not a cause, but because you were not willing to persist full term and you ended up 3 feet from gold. To learn how you can always win and not watch others win and be wondering why they are winning and you're not, you need to learn this one law that will transform your achievements.
It's my acechina. I'm an expert global business solutions expert and your real estate success strategist known as the mayor of thousands.
Welcome to my daily insights into my daily quotes with my ace, where I give you a longer, deeper insight into my daily quotes for deeper secrets for your accelerated result. And today's quote says, without an understanding of the law of gestation, there will be no single Chinese bamboo tree on earth today. What's the Chinese bamboo? The mystery and the intrigue of the Chinese bamboo is so fascinating. It's a plant you plant the first year, water it throughout the first year, it will not sprout. Water it throughout the second year, it will not sprout. Water it throughout the third year, it will not sprout. Water it throughout the fourth year, it will not sprout. In the fifth year, it will grow 90 feet within 6 weeks. Cut it down in another 6 weeks to grow 90 feet again, and it will keep growing for God knows how long. But if you don't water for 4 to 5 years, it will not sprout and you get no bamboo. Why is this possible? Because those that propagate the bamboo have understood the law of gestation of the bamboo. A rat takes 23 days of gestation to give birth. An elephant takes 23 months of gestation to give birth. If the elephant does not know it is an elephant and the gestation of an elephant, after 23 days, it will be crying, why have I not given birth? Because it thinks it's a rat. If you don't understand the gestation of what you are doing, you end up like the story by Napoleon Hill in the book, Think and Grow Rich, of the man that gave up 3 feet from gold. You need to know how long it takes, and you need to work on yourself until you succeed and go the full length. Even though human beings are not like pregnancies and gestations, your success might take you 3 months, it might take another 3 years. Yet there is a general norm that it takes about 20 years of hard work for you to become an overnight success. And that was stated by Eddie Cantor. But we found out that if you can put in 10,000 hours of practice, you also become that. And if you can put in 4 hours every day, it will take you about 7 years. And that was discovered by Malcolm Gladwell. There are 6 things about gestation that if you understand, you will always wait full term, because in gestational terms, if you don't wait full term, you lose everything. If a woman is supposed to carry a baby for 9 months and she carries it for 8 without an incubator, she'll lose the baby. She's supposed to carry it for 9 months, she carries for 7 months, she'll lose the baby. And then when she loses the baby, she doesn't need to carry another baby for 2 months to complete the other term of the other baby. You need to start afresh. So understanding these 6 things will make you always wait full term. The first is gestation is multiplication. Gestation is not just waiting. The baby in the womb of a woman after 10 days is just a tiny zygote that can fit in my finger. But after 6 months, everything about the baby has been formed and is a growing baby. So that number of one single sperm and one single egg, just 2 cells, multiply into billions of cells that forms the baby. So gestation is multiplication. So while you're waiting, it gives you joy knowing that it is multiplying. And that's why the rich understand the gestation of compound interest, and they are willing to wait the full gestation of compound interest so that they can get the full value of compound interest and not wait. And those that understand it are those that wait full term. Like if you have heard the parable of the compounding penny in 31 days, by the 28th day, the penny is still less than $1 million, and the man with $1 million is still smiling. But by between the 28th day, the 29th, 30th, and 31st day, it goes from less than $1 million, about 500,000, to over $10 million naira after 3 more days. So gestation is multiplication, and the longer it takes, the more you end up with. The second thing you need to know about gestation is that gestation is not linear. Even though gestation is multiplication, you can't break it. You can't say, I will stop it at this point and get the value. You must wait full term. And the multiplication is not linear. Sometimes it grows slowly. Sometimes it grows faster. So sometimes the growth is at the end. Sometimes the multiplication is at the middle. Sometimes the multiplication is in the beginning. You don't know where the multiplication is most, and it is not linear. So the best thing for you for gestation is to wait the full term to earn the full results of it. Number 3 is gestation is an all or none thing. It is full term or nothing. If you don't wait full term, you don't get anything. And if you wait full term, you get everything. And that's the magic of gestation. Understanding that is understanding gestation. Number 4 thing you need to understand about gestation is that gestation is unbeatable. It takes 9 months for a woman to have a baby. No matter how intelligent the woman is, it will take 9 months. No matter how fertile the woman is, it will take 9 months. No matter how much the woman wants to have a baby, it will take 9 months. No matter what race, tribe, or religion the woman is, it will take 9 months. No matter how she prays and fasts, it will take 9 months. So gestation is unbeatable. Instead of trying to beat it, align yourself with the gestation and maximize the profits of gestation. The 5th thing you need to know about gestation for you to win is that gestation is your peace. Imagine that a woman didn't know it takes 9 months to give birth and she's pregnant. The first thing she will do when she's pregnant is after 1 week, she runs to the doctor. I want to give birth. I'm pregnant. And the doctor doesn't also know it's 9 months. They'll try to push. Nothing comes out after 1 week. She comes back after 2 weeks. Push. Nothing comes out. She does that for 9 weeks. If she doesn't know, she'll be so worried and be telling everybody, can you imagine I've been pregnant for 9 whole weeks and I've not given birth? And she'll continue with that frustration and complaint until 9 months. Imagine how distressing that pregnancy will be. But because women know it takes 9 months, they are relaxed when they are pregnant. They are relaxed while they are going for their antenatal. They are not worried. That's the difference between young persons that don't know the gestation of how long it takes and those of us that are seasoned that know it takes a decade for you to do anything meaningful. For the young persons or the young me when I was young, I was so worried that I've done business for 3 years and I've not made all the money. And now that I know how long it takes, I'm relaxed and following the gestation because gestation is your peace. And that's why seasoned people have peace through the process. Young people have distress through the process because they don't know how long it takes. And some of your people will even make you feel you are cursed that you've been doing business for 1 year. How waiting come out, how far, how market, and they'll be making jest of you. And if you don't know how long it takes, you'll fall for their ridicule and mockery. And the last but not the least thing you need to understand about gestation is not all gestations are universal, but gestation is a universal law. Gestation is a universal law that if it takes 3 months for a piece of corn to go from seed to harvest, it will take 3 months. It will take 9 months for a woman to be pregnant and give birth. It will take 9 months. But in the exigencies of personal finance and personal success, it might take me 1 year to make success in business and take another person 10 years to make success in business. They are not all universal at the same rate. So some people, that's why we have early bloomers, mid bloomers, and late bloomers. Some people become millionaires at a very young age. Some people become millionaires at a middle age. Some people become millionaires at later age. Mark Zuckerberg might be an early bloomer. Dangote might be a mid bloomer. Colonel Sanders might be a late bloomer. But the beautiful thing is that gestation is multiplication. So it compensates. What Mark Zuckerberg will make with his 1 million naira and the kind of quality of lifestyle cannot be the same with Colonel Sanders, a late bloomer, that has had the quality of life and knows the quality of money at that stage. Mark Zuckerberg might waste and blow his money on youthfulness. Colonel Sanders will have every penny utilized because he has had the soundness of a long gestation. What does it mean? If it takes longer to deliver something more mature and seasoned. For instance, assuming the pregnancy of women was not 9 months, a woman that gives birth at 3 months can never give birth to the same baby size, baby strength, and baby vitality with the woman that gives birth at 9 months. So whether it takes 3 months or 9 months, it will still mature to that. And that's why the baby at 9 months might mature more than the baby at the 3 months. And you will still need to nurture the baby at the 3 months to get to the maturity of the baby at 9 months. So not all gestations are universal, but gestation is a universal law. If you understand these 6 things, that gestation is multiplication, gestation is not linear, gestation is a full term or nothing, gestation is unbeatable, gestation is your peace. And not all gestations are universal, but gestation is a universal law. You will not only go full term, but you will never give up 3 feet from gold, and you earn the true victory of gestation, and you will always win, and people will wonder why you never fail. And remember, our quote for the day says, without an understanding of the law of gestation, there will be no single Chinese bamboo tree on earth. And efforts alone are not enough. You must know the gestation for you to win. So tell me in the comments below, which of these did you not know about gestation that with this presentation you now know? One of the ones that shocked me was gestation is multiplication, because when I was starting business, I was very anxious. I was very in a hurry. I just wanted to make it overnight very quick. I didn't want a get rich quick scheme, but I wanted to get rich quick through the normal scheme or hard work. And I used to get angry that if we don't make enough money early, all the rich people will buy all the land, because I've always been obsessed about properties, all the land in the prime locations. But I found out later that when you make it later, not only will you still buy those lands better, but you make more money and have a better understanding of those prime locations than the people that bought it before you, and you buy it from them, because property always moves from generation to generation. And since then, I stopped hurrying or wanting to hurry, because the longer it takes, the more matured and the more multiplied it becomes. So I'd like to know what you don't understand about gestation in the comments below. And before the gestation, you must start. So many of us, the problem is starting. To learn how to start and see a video that will help you do that, click on the video above and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, it is super duper amazing that you found my content valuable enough for you to watch till the end. Only 5% of exceptional people do that. You're exceptional, and I deeply love and appreciate you. Hey, don't just watch to learn. Watch to take action, and the first action is subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our daily value action. Remember, only doers are winners.